Okay, we're live. Alright. It's been a while, but I finally got everything set up the way I like it now. New PC, now I'm on a dual monitor setup. Everything's installed finally, and I have time, so we're going to play some Super Castlevania IV on the Super Nintendo. It was just at the Star City Games Invitational. Unfortunately, I didn't do terribly great. I had to drop in it when I was 3-4, but they had this really awesome arcade set up in the lobby, and one of the things I got to do while I was there is play a bunch of old video games. And one of the ones I got to practice again was this one, so hopefully I will be able to get through this game and show you all the cool shit, and why this is one of the best Castlevania games that was ever made. It's definitely my favorite one, so alright, no more bullshitting around, let's get to it. Alright. Ready? Where the hell do we put it here? Oh, of course. So got me some nice alcoholic beverages for this. This is a jar of apple pie. Because if you're gonna play old school video games, do so intoxicated. Alright. Here we go. That's a sound I miss hearing. I'll let the intro play here so you can see. It's really cool. I like what they did with it. The cool bats going across. Yeah, and here you get like a kind of a cutscene that explains the setup of the game. I mean, I'm not gonna go through the whole thing here, but you get to see. I'll let you see the cool lightning strike. Yeah, it's Dracula's tombstone. Dracula's all like, "I'm free. I'm out of here." So yeah, what is it? Like every 100 years, Dracula comes back from the dead or whatever, and the Belmont family has to come and beat his ass down. That's essentially it. So let's not dick around with this. Alright. There we go. You play the game as Simon Belmont in this. So, Simon Belmont, as a lot of you know, is just he was just added to Smash Brothers. So yeah, this is his game, and definitely an excellent game. You see this cool skull here in the background? That's really neat. You can actually moonwalk up and down the stairs. Yeah, there we go. That's kind of cool. One of the major innovations with this game that sets it apart from the other ones is the fact that you can whip in any direction. So I can go diagonals and as well as down and up. You can do this really cool whip flailing thing too. You can also just hold your whip up and use it as a shield. It's very useful at certain parts of the game to be able to do that. This music is also fucking badass. You can see going through the gate here, it actually changes which layer you're on. So there's a hole in the ground there that we just avoided. Skeletons just turn into an explosion when they die. That little cross thing immediately kills all enemies on screen. Oh yeah, there's a cool bat with the eyes in the background. The cross is amazing. Screw all the other weapons in the game, the cross is the best one. Nope, fuck the axe, you want the cross. Now the other thing is, when you collect multiples of certain weapons, it actually changes the number of them you can throw on screen at any given time. So right now, I only have one cross, so I can only throw one at a time, but you can get up to 3. This is an invincibility potion that lasts temporarily. This lets enemies pass right through you. Most of the time it's a trap. You're better off just assuming that it's not going to protect you. So this is really cool. One of the fun things you can do with this is you can latch onto it with your whip and then swing back and forth. You can also lower yourself and raise yourself on it too. So then you go flying off of it. There's a really fun part of the game where you have to go into a room that rotates around you as you're on one of these. But right now this level is just trying to teach you most of the basic mechanics of the game. So you have at least one of all the sub-weapons in here. So you have the dagger, the axe, the cross, and the holy water. So that's a double, so now I can throw 2 of these. Yeah, the hearts that you collect are your ammunition for the sub-weapons. The bags of money are just for score. The score is useless except it gives you extra lives every once in a while. I am not picking up that because that's the holy water and I don't want to lose my cross, because I'll lose my double. So you can actually, you can crouch down and hit, which is really helpful with these things. Alright. Yeah, a lot of the walls have extra stuff in them. Uh-oh. Yeah, see, that's a spot where dangling the whip is actually very helpful, so... Alright. You gotta be careful with the staircases, because they don't always work the way that you think. You have to press diagonally in order to use them. Otherwise, you will fall through the floor and just die. I hate the Medusas. The stopwatch just freezes all the enemies on the screen, but it's not as good as the cross. Nothing in the game is as good as the cross. Nope, we're not getting the knife. Go away, ghost. This is another spot where the dangling feature is really nice. Yeah. So you notice if you land on top of those platforms, they spin and you will fall through them. So you only have like a second to get off of it before tragedy strikes. And just like that, we are at the first boss. This is pretty simple, but... he shoots fireballs. Uh-oh. You can block the fireballs with your whip. Yeah, get some! And at the end of every level, you gotta collect the orb. So, yep, once you you finish and you get the orb, then you get all your health back and go on to the next level. You get to see like a little overworld map to show you kind of where you are in Castlevania. Don't drink and drive, but do drink and play video games. 100%. So, this is a graveyard area. The hands will... Uh-oh. They'll reach out of the ground and just hold you in place so that other enemies can just kill you. Nope, I don't want that. The frustrating thing is sometimes you'll accidentally just pick up a different weapon, one that you weren't intending on having, so... But now I got my triple. So yeah, and if you pick up any other weapon, you lose your double or your triple. You start all the way from the bottom. If you die, you lose your sub-weapon as well. And all your hearts. You have infinite continues, but you will start at the beginning of the level, so... There is a time limit on each level as well. So if you see over to the right here, there's like spikes at the bottom of this pit. So yeah, you probably don't want to fall into it. Yeah, here's zombie. Ow, fuck! Stupid thing. I always get hit by that one because I just forget that it's there. So this level's really easy. So this is a mud that you will sink into, so you can't spend too much time in it. Later in the game, there's another mud area where it's like this, except it's actually poison, and you will take damage from standing in it. This one you just sink, and if you stand in it too long and sink far enough, you'll die. Yeah, I don't want that. I hate this stupid frog thing. There's another one down here somewhere. The frogs are small, and if you're not careful, they're really hard to hit. However... Ah, some pot roast. Alright. Always eat meat that you find in a wall. There can't possibly be anything wrong with it. Especially if it's a wall guarded by monsters. That's how you know it's like the top quality meat. You're not getting the knife. Alright. Putting Dracula's meat in your mouth is delicious. I believe I just got an extra life there because I crossed 20,000 points. Alright. And this is going to prove to you why the cross is so great. Just annihilated. That was a mini-boss. Not every stage has a boss. Most of the... Yeah, there's a couple, yeah, like levels like this one that doesn't have a boss to start with. Whoa, well, I don't want that. But there are often mini-bosses like that, and... So the flow of the water is actually impeding my ability to walk. And there are also spikes above me, so if I like jump and hit them, I can actually die. There's spikes there. I don't know why he's walking the waterway. The arm thing actually steals your hearts. Which is not like a super relevant thing, but... it looks like we just got another extra life. I'm not sure what that one was for. Alright. And here we go. Next area. Apple pie moonshine is fucking amazing. If you've never had it before, try to find some, because it's just like candy in your mouth. You may as well be just drinking like liquefied apple pie. You don't even taste the alcohol. It's candy. Alright. So here, yeah, this is a cave area. There is a secret area in here that has a bunch of free shit, which I'll show you where it is. There are 3 secret areas in this entire game. Whoa, 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 I always hold my... There we go. Gotta be careful. If you get hit by things, you will get knocked back, and sometimes it will knock you into a spike or into a void, where you will fall and die. Fortunately, like I said, you can dangle the whip as protection, so here, this is actually not a wall. You can blow it up with your whip. And there's a bunch of free hearts. And there's a pot roast in case you're missing health for whatever reason. There's not a whole lot of pot roasts in this game, so it's really important to kind of memorize where all the locations of them are. Because there are some areas where you're going to critically need them. Ready? Jump, jump, jump. The game is pretty generous with its landing boxes in this. So your character doesn't necessarily have to look like he's on a platform to be convincingly on it. Which is... it looks scary, but you're in way more control than you actually feel like. Alright. And here we start the waterfall climb. These things are invincible. I think it is technically possible to kill them, but they have like the maximum possible amount of health. So you're basically not going to kill them. Right up on the bridge that we just went over that collapsed underneath us, that heart was actually another cross. Once you have the triple for the weapon, then all the remaining drops for that just turn into large hearts. Yeah, and this part of the level really feels scary because it doesn't look like you convincingly can make these jumps, but you're actually okay. You gotta be careful of this guy. Yeah. And this screen only scales up, so once you can't see the platform beneath you anymore, it's gone forever, so if you fall down again, you're not getting back up. So I'm already at 99 hearts. Alright. Oops. Another spot where being able to swing. This one's a knife. Yeah. We don't want the knife. Alright, now you gotta be very careful here. You're gonna time this jump like this, and then jump, and and then jump. And it's not really worth it to get the heart here, so. And this is another very scary jump. It does not look like you should be able to make that one. And there's a bat that flies at you, so. That one I believe is a stopwatch, which we're not going to get. And then one more scary jump. Didn't look like we should have made that, but like I said, the game is generous, so. This part is interesting. It's a bunch of merfolk that jump out of the ground, try to hit you. Wait for these columns to fall. Yeah, those light blocks, they will actually break beneath your feet, so you don't want to stand on them for too long. And this is our first bone dragon. There's a few different, yeah, some bone dragons will turn into hearts when they die. There's a couple that drop meat when they die, and there's, I think, one or two that turn into all money bags when they die. Remember that you can block the fireballs with your whip, so if it's ever shooting you at an unfavorable location, just wait it out, because it kind of flails about randomly, so. The eyeball just cries like little tears that hurt you. You don't want to stick around this spot too long, because these things can hit you with their squirts and knock you off of these ledges, and if you fall into the water, you're dead. Alright. Let's climb up the stairs. Hit that guy. Alright, here, there's a cross. There's not many crosses in the game, but there's only a few locations, so you may as well use them when you find them. I do not want the axe. We're gonna wait. I do not need to ask anybody a question. Alright, up the stairs we go. Another bone dragon. This is another dangerous spot in the game. See, there's a bone dragon up here, which can be a pain in the ass. My strategy here is usually try to whip it from below, because then it will make going up here later easier. Yep. You gotta be very careful to land on that one spot. Alright. There's ravens, I think, here. Yep. Skeleton guy you can hit through the floor. There's a food if you need it, which I have not gotten hit yet, so we're good. And then here, run before that happens. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I died. Fuck. So it doesn't send you all the way back to the beginning of the level when you die with your life. If you notice up in the corner, it says block 3 out of 3. So this is level 3, and this is area 3 of this. Alright, well I guess we're going to be getting the axe now. Oh, that sucks. I really liked having my crosses, but there are a few spots in this game where if you miss like one jump, then because of the way the platforms are, like, you just kind of die. You don't really get a second chance to make that jump. Alright, ravens. That sucked too, because that's right where the boss is. Alright, I don't need the food, but we will get this heart. We have more than enough to take him on. The axe is actually really good for this fight. I just generally like having the crosses more. Here we go. Alright, up here. Probably want to stay on this platform for the most part. Remember, I don't have a double anymore, so... One of them shoots projectiles, the other one just kind of shoots like a close-range beam. And remember, if you get knocked off of the ledge here, you will die, so be careful. Uh-oh. There we go, got him. And there you go, that's third level. The two-headed dragon guy. This level is insanely long. There's a halfway boss. There's the rotating room. Yeah. Just, there's a lot going on in this level. Yeah, these things pop out of the wall. We have this asshole up here. These green platforms are like the wooden ones that we saw before, where if you jump on them, for instance, you will fall through the floor. So, you gotta be very careful. You can jump on them and jump off immediately, but you have to do it very, very quickly. Otherwise, you can just walk across them and be fine. Well, at least I have a double axe. That's not terrible. But I'd still rather have just a regular cross over a double axe. Once again, though, the music in this game is just very, very good. Yeah. Pretty much, if there is a spot where an enemy can jump out of the wall and hit you, just assume that that's what's going to happen. No, I don't want the knife. So you see what has to happen here. You gotta make very careful jumps across that. Flailing the whip around does not do as much damage as just straight up striking an enemy with it, so just be warned. And if you fall through this platform onto the one below, you'll fall through that one too, because that counts as jumping. This part is really mean because they don't really give you a whole lot of room to fight this enemy, and if that one hits you, it will knock you off the side of the platform. Alright, you gotta be careful with this guy. Every time you hit him, stuff flies down from the ceiling and hits you. So that was the mini-boss for this. Now, let's see, here's the rotating room. Now this is a really sick example of the kind of cool shit you can do on the Super Nintendo. Which I believe this is, I think this is an example of Mode 7. I think that's what it's called. Because the actual background, or yeah, the background of the room is spinning. Alright, we want to be here. These Medusa things are a pain in the ass. if you miss hitting one, it's gonna fuck up your rhythm, and then you're gonna get hit and knocked off into the spikes. Just latch on to this thing and just hold it, wait for the room to rotate again. This is just really cool in my opinion. Not a lot of games you see this kind of effect in, so... Alright, now we gotta... Very carefully, we can't lower ourselves down because of the spike, so you gotta kind of rock back and forth to get enough swing distance to land on there. Yeah, here those like pink squares in the background, enemies will fall down from them, so you gotta be careful. Just yet another really awesome example of like the ridiculous shit the Super Nintendo is capable of. It's a really impressive piece of hardware. I think Super Castlevania IV does a really good job of demonstrating a lot of the ridiculous power of the Super Nintendo and its level design. There you go. Now this area is tough because there's lots of moving shit going around, and if you're not careful you can get squished really easily between platforms. Hold on a second.
What's important?
Mail call. No worries. Yeah, like I was saying, you can run out of room real quick in this area, so... Okay. Path forward is up, but there's not a lot of room to get up. Alright, you gotta be very careful here. That platform can kill you very easily. I think it's this one. No, nope, not this one, the next one. Yeah, I'm not risking that. Alright. The next passage to the right should be the way forward. And this part of the level actually does scroll on forever. So it'll just keep looping and repeating itself. Yep. If any of those hit you, you're dead. Here you just have to run forward faster than this goes up. Ow. I was not up high enough. Oh, this is another awesome effect it does. The enemy actually scales here. Uh-oh. I'm gonna die if I'm not careful. Fuck. Ooh, shit, I actually did die. Alright, let's try again. Yeah, every time you hit him, he gets a little bit smaller. Oops. Nope, that would have crushed me. I'm gonna go up this way this time. Because I want my cross. I do not need the dagger. No. I will take that, however. Okay, should be the next one. Alright, let's do it. This will be a tight squeeze. I'll have a lot of time. Go, 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 go. Alright, we're good. Much better. Damn it! Did not intend to get that. Alright. Hopefully we can beat his ass senseless a little bit faster this time. Oh shit. Damn it! I am not good at avoiding the things from the ceiling. I gotta pay attention more. See, it helps more when you have the cross, because then you can actually hit him from a range and stay towards the side of the room where you don't have to dodge him and the ceiling at the same time. Alright. No more mistakes. That is frankly unacceptable. I should not die that many times against this boss. He's not really that hard. The heart just got stuck in the platform. Yeah, I'm not going after that one. Oh, damn it. I think... Is it this one? Can we go across here? Yeah, alright, we got it. This time we are not going to get the axe. Whoa. That was almost tragic. You stay there. Alright. Yeah, you'd think that I'd still be able to dodge this shit. At least I'm doing better. Yeah, oh my god, you're making it look easy this time. Don't worry, there's a way to fuck it up. There. Now he just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then... goodbye. Okay. Well, that shouldn't have been that hard, but we got there. It would be easy to excuse my terrible playing on the apple pie, but that would be a lie. Now, this level is the entrance to Dracula's castle. You don't have a lot of time to dick around. Got my double. The time for this level is actually very low. So you really have to, like, move. So you have a surprising bit of ground you have to cover. So that's the first part. However, there's still a fair bit to go. Gotta go up the stairs here. Fuck. It's really mean that they give you the meat right before the bat hits you. Yeah, there are bats just waiting to ambush you all over this place. Alright, here we go, front door. Now we are inside the castle, so this is the second half of the game. This is another level where it's important to keep the cross for the boss, because it's very helpful. You gotta keep moving because the dogs will respawn. And here are axe armors. I think that candle up there was the holy water, which we do not want. They can go high or low with the axe, so be careful. This next part's kind of fun. So here, you need to hop on these moving chandeliers. It's a bit scary to jump here. I don't see how this is the most efficient way to get across the castle, but maybe Simon Belmont knows something that I don't. Okay. No fuck-ups. Because if you fall here, you just die. Uh-oh. I was not going to make the second jump there. Alright. There we go. Ow. This is the second secret area of the 3 in the game. So yeah, this little dog thing, it can hurt you, so be careful. When you kill the dog, the old man just goes over and cries by his dog. So you got access to any of the sub-weapons in this area. I don't want the axe. I want my other cross because I don't think it's gonna. It won't give me the triple here, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a ghost man and his ghost dog, and I just killed his dog because I'm a terrible person. Damn, Simon Belmont, you're cold-hearted. However, you can only go in there once. So, yeah, that trick works exactly one time. No! I have screwed myself. You can hit these things, and you should, because they're totally annoying to deal with. Again, there will be bats that ambush you in the near future, so be prepared for that. I don't want the fucking axe. Fuck. There is a meat here somewhere, so... Yep, there it is. And... God damn it! Got through the whip. I don't know how the hell that happened. It's alright. Not the end of the world. Be careful, those turn platforms, if you jump on them a second time, they have spikes that will kill you. Fuck! That was just terrible. There's no excuse for that. I have to know better than that. Oh yeah, these coffins will chase you, by the way, so be prepared for that. Okay. I believe this is the part where... Ah, fucking hell. I'm just trying to die. Red skeletons reassemble themselves after a few seconds. So, if you walk past them, be prepared for them to chase you. Especially like that one. If you try to go past it, it's a pain in the ass. Alright, pot roast. Alright. So these things are phantom... So it's fucking hell. It's phantom skeletons, so the hands on the wall will grab you and then this thing will hit you. But it only takes one hit to kill it, so as long as you hit it fast enough, it won't hit you. Moonwalk up the stairs. Oops. You can jump onto stairs if you do it right. The tables will float around and attack you. However, if you have the long whip, you have just enough range to hit it before it starts doing that. Whoa. God damn it! They didn't materialize fast enough for me to be able to hit them. The dancing couple is a theme in this level because that's what you're going to be fighting. Now the interesting thing is you don't actually have to... It doesn't matter how many times you actually get hit because right here there's an extra life that you can get. One of the few in the game. So even if you die, like, you'll just respawn having that extra life. This is where having the cross would make this way, way easier. Yeah. It's okay, I'm just gonna respawn with all my health anyway. As long as I make it to the end of the room, I can get my extra life back. Excuse me. Not today. Whoa! 2 of them! Since I don't think I've ever seen 2 spawn at the same time. That cross is just really late. It's just nothing on screen when it happens. Alright, we're good. I don't know why the extra life respawns there, but for whatever reason it does, so... Okay. And here, your strategy is just whip them out. You can kill them faster than they can kill you. As long as you're not incompetent like I am, so... I just keep missing. But again, this is the one boss fight that is free, so... At least it's not a terrible one to fuck up on. Suck it. Okay, let's try again, except this time we'll try not to suck. There we go. Not the cleanest way to do that, but you know, any port in the storm. I'm getting close to the end. Got like I think 3 or 4 more levels. So this is the castle library. There's a couple parts of this that are kind of mean, but mostly this level's okay. It's the one that's after this that's a pain in the ass. Whoa. I don't know how I managed to avoid getting hit with that axe, but I'm glad that I did. Okay, let's see if we can not fuck this up this time. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of hard because you have to avoid those things. Oh! I did not mean to do that. Yeah, if you ignore these things for too long, then they will just fly at you like that, because they're assholes. Yeah, and so if you're stuck on the stairs, there's not much you can do to avoid those things. That's the only part of this level that's kind of unfair. I'll take the dagger over the axe. At least it gives me range. Oh. You do have to be very careful here because of a skeleton. Fuck, I thought that I was gonna kill him in one hit. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I missed that. No! The fucking platform moved in the opposite direction I was expecting. Wow, I just threw away 2 lives for, like, no good reason. And, of course, the second I go to jump, it moved again. Get it together, man. I don't know. I'm just losing it. What is happening to my life? Ugh. It was just inexcusably bad. Yeah, the paintings with the faces will actually hurt you. Or they'll hold you in place while enemies attack you, so... All the cat statues will lean forward. The dogs will knock the candles off of the wall. I mean, this part of the level's not as bad. The only real trick to this part is knowing how the floor mechanic works. So there are spikes here, and if you see... Well, I got hit by the bats because I'm stupid. I'm just trying to die, apparently. You have to crouch on the floor in order to avoid getting pushed up into the spikes. And that's what greed gets you. You walk into the statue. I knew better than to do that. And to get hit by the axe. Sure, let's just do all the fuck-ups today. Come on, come here. Yeah, this thing is a huge fucking scary monster, so let's just not even fuck with it if possible. Needed that desperately. Okay. Yep, hit the hands for the painting. Alright, so here we go. The night boss is pretty easy. Yeah, once you hit him past a certain point, he draws a sword and throws away the axe. But he's a bitch. This is the part that sucks. We're going into the dungeon. Alright. So 3 more levels. It's this one, the treasure room, and then the clock tower. Well, actually, no, I think it's 4 because then Dracula's level is actually after that. I guess that counts as its own thing. The axe is not terrible to have here. This entire level is filled with poison that will hurt you if you touch it. Very precariously placed spikes and enemies. You can see the poison dripping from the ceiling, and it hurts you if it touches you. If you touch that thing, you die. Also, if you touch that thing, you die. You have to jump on top of it. Oh, fuck, I touched the spikes. God damn it. Oh, this is rough. No! See, the problem with this level is, like, all these enemies can just knock you into obstacles that will kill you immediately. So getting hit by anything is just, like, almost a death sentence. See how that one was just ready to fire at me the second I walked onto this platform? Yeah, if that hits me, I'm dead. Ow. Yeah, if that hits you, you could die. And look. Look at the situation I'm in. Oh my god. I got hit once and it caused me to, like, lose all of my health. Yeah, and I couldn't get over to hit that thing because I didn't have the axe anymore. Ugh. This is like the hardest level of the entire game. There's just so many obstacles here. Come on, Simon, you can do better than this. The one nice thing is that you do have unlimited continues. The game is incredibly fair in that regard. But it doesn't mean a whole lot when, yeah, you either have to be able to beat the level or you can't. Yeah, and just being on, or being in the poison hurts you. can just barely hit it, but you have to get close enough to be hit by the spikes to do it, so... Oh my god, this pattern is just insane. Alright. The rest of this level is not much better. I know, the stopwatch does not stop that, or this shit either, just the enemies. So the knife is gonna be preferable. Ready? Damn it. The fireball is at a really awkward height. You don't want to get knocked into the poison. You're just going to take a shit ton of damage. It's better to just wait and time your jumps. One of the rare circumstances we're getting hit by things. Yeah, it's not worth getting it. But yeah, that time we got a favorable bounce from an enemy hitting us. Now I think there is a food here, but it's also incredibly difficult to get food, so I don't actually know. Oh yeah, and do not whip where that thing is. Whipping that is just asking for trouble. Because it will cause little things to come down and hurt you. This is really tough. This is a very, very difficult jump. You have to jump at the absolute last second. There is no margin of error for that one. But somehow I did it on the first try. Yeah, if your whip touches... Ow! Yeah, see, that happens. This platform will actually break, which can just kill you, so... This potion lasts for like no time at all. It may as well not even be here. Yeah, that is worth getting. Poison. God damn it! Why? I knew that was there. I'm so... Alright, you have to crouch walk the whole way here, otherwise the spikes will impale you. You can still swing the whip and dangle it, but... It's very slow going. Yeah, if you are not crouched, this is an instant death. And this part is also incredibly hard. You have to jump on all these moving platforms. Alright. Now, the cool thing is Frankenstein's actually not that hard to kill. So, yeah, after all the trouble we went through in this level, the boss is actually just a cakewalk. Alright. Next level is actually a lot more fun. Not quite as hard. Alright. This is the treasure room. Excuse me. Alright. Fuck. Yeah, if you notice, all the skeletons are made out of gold in this level. This area sucks. Alright. There are disappearing treasure platforms that lead to areas that you cannot get to if they disappear on you, so... Usually it's a good idea to kill the enemies first, if you intend to go up there. Nope, I messed up. They're optional, but also every time you step on a treasure chest, it actually gives you a bag of money. Dracula's fucking loaded. Alright, now this one you can't afford to fuck up with. Damn it, I missed it. And this is one that you can only really... You can't, like, jump up and hit it from here. This entire level's just full of shit like that. Yeah, you see how little area you had to, like, deal with that. Oh, bone dragon. Can't believe I did that in the first try. And again, the coffins will chase you, so you gotta be careful not to trigger them. Fuck. Alright. Now the treasure in this room... God damn it. You will sink into it like the mud. It's incredibly hard to get out of if you fuck up, so... recommended you don't fuck up. Alright, here we go. That one's the real one. Fuck. I didn't think it would follow me off the ledge. So, there's these little vortex guys here. And they love to pull you towards them. And this is the third and final secret area. So be careful that, you know, you don't preemptively go towards one of those things. Because as soon as it pulls you towards it, you go back. Okay. We're in pretty good shape so far. It's easier to go up this side. Fuck. I did not need to let that hit me. Well, we got one of our lives back. A good level to grind points. Alright. This is... right here's the boss. So let's try not to fuck up. This is the vampire bat. Except that its gimmick is that it's made out of gold. The little gold things it drops will hurt you when you hit it. Every, like, so often, it will charge attack you. So you just don't want to be near it when it does that, and then you're fine. And then it will split into 3. Fuck. There we go. And that's the vampire bat. Ow, ow, ow. It's been an hour and a half so far. Almost done. Got the clock tower and then Dracula's level. Dracula's level's an endurance run. And this begins the final portion of the game, which you can tell because it starts playing all the classic Castlevania themes, this one being Bloody Tears. Damn it! I don't want that. Alright, there's part 1. Oh, I was hoping he was gonna die first. Alright. You have to crouch here or you will die to the spikes. Grab a ring, just hold on. Yeah, you don't get a whole lot of room to fight that guy. So you gotta duck underneath that thing. And then this one you gotta jump over. Now, this thing is incredibly tough because if you're not careful, you'll grab onto the rings and you will bring the floor up. And if you go too far up, the floor just disappears beneath you, so. This is one of the reasons the boomerang is very useful here, and the knife as well. Because you don't really want to be swinging the whip around while that's happening. You also don't want to go down the stairs that way either. Unfortunately, I did not really have a chance to turn around, so I just elected to take the hit. And the same thing, this area is also tough for much the same reason. Because you do not want to grab onto this. Whoa. Okay, well, that was probably the hardest part, so we got through that okay. Again, you gotta watch out for the red skeletons. Alright. Now this one's not too bad. You just don't want to be in certain spots when he spawns. Yeah, see, that happens. He can just push you off the side of the ledge. It's kind of a huge problem. It's okay when he spawns over here. He has two different attacks. One will throw this, and another one throws, I think, fireballs or something. You just don't want him to spawn over here. Well, actually, that one's not bad. Yeah, if you just stay over here, it's fine. You don't want him to spawn, like, in this area, because, yeah, he can just push you off the side of the stage. There you go, now Mummy Man's dead. And with that, we move on to the last and final level. Ow, ow, ow. My hands are all sweaty, rubbing against the leather. Da -da -da -da. I like that it was just like a little version of the vampire killer theme. Fuck. These things are very awkwardly placed, and they have a surprisingly good reach, too. If you can dangle and kill them, then it's usually in your best interest to do so. They can't attack upwards at all, so you're pretty safe to do that. This part is pretty simple. You're just running from a bunch of bats. It's a really cool effect, but don't be tempted by the candles. They're not worth it. Just run and do not stop for anything. So yeah. So the last level's theme was Bloody Tears. This one is Vampire Killer. And this is called The Beginning, which is actually from Castlevania IV. Yeah, if you miss one of these stair jumps, or if you fall off too early, you're just dead. This is one of the easiest places in the game to die. And if you're not quick enough, that little metal spiral thing will come up and kill you. So you can't really dick around a whole lot. And the top of this level is not much better. Alright, there we go. So now the trick is you have to get on these moving platforms and jump on them while they're moving, and avoid getting hit by the spikes. And you'll have to do that a few times, and the third time is actually very hard. Whatever, I'm not fucking with them. Getting up these stairs is way more important. The hard part here is that your health basically doesn't matter for this. You have to jump off at exactly the right time to avoid getting hit by those things. Which is not an easy thing to do. Well, we have now made it. This is the Room of Close Associates. You have 3 grueling boss fights before Dracula in a row. Uh-oh. Fuck. You need to kind of duck underneath his... Yeah, you have to duck quickly because that thing will hurt you. So you have this thing, you have a gargoyle thing, and then death, and then you get to fight Dracula. So 3 boss fights before you get to fight fucking Dracula. Oh yeah. And by the way, yeah, this thing is invincible when it's falling too, so... You will get health back after you finish killing it, but you do have to kill it first. When you get it below half health, it will lose its weapon, but then it gains a reach attack, so... Fuck! It attacked before I could move far enough away. Unfortunately, I had to use a continue for this playthrough. However, that's fine, because this is the last part of the game. Also, if you have watched the Castlevania Netflix series at all, you will know that this is one of the monsters that was chasing Alucard, Sypha, and Trevor. And the other monster that was with it was the next boss that you fight, so... They did a pretty good job at using characters from the series. There we go. He's dead as shit. Gonna need that. The next boss actually isn't quite as hard as that one. Yeah, it's this guy. Fuck. Come on, I should not be getting hit by this. I know how to beat him. Oh yeah, I forgot that he does that. I think because last time I just killed him before he got to that form. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Now I have to do it with a short whip because I'm stupid. Yeah, don't... You can't stand too close to him, or he will just kill you. Damn it. Ugh. I want my long way. I want my morning star. I think the red form is honestly, like, probably easier. Because he has a more predictable range. And he also flies lower to the ground, so it's easier to hit him. Alright. Alright, he's dead. Alright, Death is up next. So, for Death, you want to play very defensively against him. Your best plan is to just stay here in the corner and hit him from here, because his scythes can and will hurt you a lot. So you can sometimes get a hit in there, but there is gravity that pulls you towards him, and it's not easy to jump over his scythe. Fuck. You need to hold the whip straight up. If you do this, it should basically be impossible for him to hit you as long as you don't fuck up. Of course, if you get greedy, then, you know, it's on you. And I keep fucking up. I'm not gonna get greedy. Okay, his scythe can't hit you in the corner, but like I said, if you're to the right of this little platform, he will pull you towards him and make it really hard in order to get back to safety. Ow! I let my thumb down for a second. There's no reason to do that. Fuck! I didn't get the whip back up high enough. Since I'm using the analog stick, it's a little bit strange to me. I'm still using my Afterglow controller. I don't actually have an SNES one for this, but the Xbox controller is basically the same, so... If I get hit one more time, I might actually just be dead. He's not far off from dying. Just don't get greedy. Okay, you can do this. Okay. Don't get greedy. There we go. And Death is dead as shit. First try. I was not expecting that. Okay, it's Dracula time. This whole animation's really cool. Now here, you can jump. There's a secret platform over here. Fills up your health, your hearts, gives you crosses, a double, a triple, and then you can climb back up here. As soon as you're on the top here, you have to jump back up, because there is a space between there, and you can fall and die. But yep, that's your secret, replenish everything before Dracula fight, so... Alright, here we go. This is it. Final boss fight. Let's do it. So, for this, you want to just throw the cross and just hold the whip in front of you to block the fireballs. His first form is really easy. If you get hit once or twice, don't worry about it, because you can get some health back in a few seconds. He throws like little firebolt things as part of his attack. And then his next stage is Fire Demons. You gotta be careful though, because you will have an opportunity to gain just a little bit more health back before you fight his last stage. Ow. I am fucking this up so badly though. I have no idea. I do not deserve to live here. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, see, he just threw the thing that I needed to. That was just an unlucky teleport at the end. He just stood right on top of me. Alright. Alright, ready, and jump. And final staircase. Let's do this. Ugh, my hands are so sweaty from playing for like almost 2 hours. There are some people who, yeah, if you try to jump over the fireballs, they can just actually direct upwards and follow you, so you do have to hit them with the whip. But there are people that can, like, beat this game in literally a half hour. It's insane. I'm just glad I can actually beat it at all. Oops. Here we go. I should not have done that. Oh, fuck. That was a good attack. Oh god, this is not, though. Fuck. Oh, that is not a good spot for that. I really need that. Please give me the thingy. Oh god. No. No, 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 I need that. Give me your delicious meat. At least one more. Alright, now shit gets real. And I love it because it plays your theme at the end, not Dracula's. This is Simon Belmont's game, motherfucker. We're gonna play the protagonist's theme. So you just want to throw your crosses and avoid the lightning bolts, and this is really easy. Uh-oh. Alright, we'll get him with the whip. Get some! And you still have to get the orb even after you kill him. It's kind of cool. But, yeah, that's it. Dracula is now officially dead. Super Castlevania IV. It's a really good game. I enjoy it quite a lot. It's not like a ridiculously hard game, but it's got decent difficulty to it. Just enough to make you feel like you've accomplished something, but not too hard that, you know, the average gamer couldn't learn how to beat it. It's not like fucking Dark Souls hard. It's got just the right difficulty to make you appreciate your victory. Oh, I'm so sore from sitting. Yeah. Let's enjoy our credits here. Yeah, and if you notice, like, Simon doesn't really... The armor that he wears does not completely cover his body. Like, his arms and his thighs are very exposed. And I think even part of his stomach is, too. I don't know why he wears armor like that. I would probably want at least, like, some kind of leather or something covering up the whole part of me. I wouldn't want to go into battle with exposed skin. But Simon Belmont is a badass, and he just does whatever he wants, so... I guess the Belmonts know more about vampire killing than I do. Maybe there's a reason for it. Yeah. Ugh. I thought it was a pretty fun experience. And just like a drop of this left. That was some good shit. This is fun. And I like the way they did the credits here at the end. So you kind of get like snapshots of different gameplay aspects. Probably the best thing about this game compared to like all the other Castlevanias is the control is just very, very good. If you die, it's because you've made a mistake, not because the game really fucked you most of the time. There's like one or two spots where there's like the possibility that something random happens that can hurt you, but for the most part, if you're getting hit, it's because you made a mistake in your movement. And it's not, the movement is, you have such a good control over him compared to all the other games, with being able to whip in 8 directions and even hold the chain and dangle and like do the little chain thrashy thing. I'd say the original Castlevania is still probably a little bit harder than this one, but I think this one is more fun. It definitely looks a lot prettier. It sounds a lot prettier, too. Yep, here's the Vampire Bat Bridge. Which this whole sequence is actually really cool. I wish they wouldn't put all these candles here just to taunt you. Like, I think if you do it absolutely perfectly, you can jump and hit the candles without losing speed, but it's hard to do. And it's just not usually worth the risk most of the time, because if you fuck up there, you just straight up die. Yep, and this was the other monster that was in the Castlevania Netflix series. But it was really good, by the way. If you haven't seen it, like, watch it. It's fucking amazing. highly recommend it. I mean, the series actually had me kind of feeling bad for Dracula, to be honest. That is a really cool pose on screen right now. Yep. Konami did a good job. I think this was the last Castlevania they made that was in this style before moving on to the more RPG style Castlevania games, which they're okay. Personally, like, I played Circle of the Moon on the Game Boy Advance a lot, and that one was a lot of fun, but it's a completely different kind of game than this. This is a platformer, and that is definitely an RPG. I mean, it's a platforming RPG, but it's an RPG. Like, you have levels and stats and equipment and shit, but you can just grind your way past any significant obstacle in that game. Whereas here, you have to just learn how to be better. Jump better, dodge better, you know. So you just gotta fucking do it. So what? Here's the other cool thing. Once you finish the first cycle of the game, there's actually a hard mode. So the so now we're playing the second time. There are enemies in places they didn't used to be, and they'll attack a little bit more aggressively. So yeah, the first time that you play the game is on normal, but this time you get to play on hard, which I'm not going to go through this whole game. But yeah. So it has some replay value to it as well, because the second time you go through it is harder, so. But this is where I'm going to end this. It's been almost exactly 2 hours now. So I've went through this game, and yeah, I think it's pretty fun. I would definitely recommend it to anybody. If you've never played this before, it's one of my favorite titles on the Super Nintendo. I believe it's actually on the 3DS Virtual Store, so I think maybe $7.99, I want to say. But yeah, it's definitely worth playing. So, all right, well, that's all I got for you. Thinking the next game I do will probably be Contra 3, because that'll be another short, easy one to go through. I don't know if I'll do it on normal or hard mode yet, because hard, I've only done it like one time, and it's not easy to do. But I might try practicing a little for a while before I actually do that one. So I don't know when the next stream will be for doing this. Anybody who actually watches the shit knows that I just kind of do shit every once in a while when I feel like it. I mean, if somebody had a request, I'd probably consider that, but yeah, just given my own schedule, I do it whenever the fuck I feel like it and have time, so it is what it is. So, yep. Alright, I'll see you again next time. Everybody, take care. Bye-bye. Okay, there we go. Okay, bye-bye for real this time.